Peace to all Israel home and abroad, and all praise to the Father I am, and His Son, Jesus Christ. This goes out to all the Hebrew Israelites that are not beholden to a camp, but do watch videos of different camps and different, churches that teach online on YouTube, which YouTube is very good for spreading the word, especially if you have people on your Facebook that aren't in the truth that, watch the videos that you post. So you should try to post as many videos as you can, especially if you have people that are in the world that they might stumble across them. I watched Hidden Colors last night, and everything that they were saying in that movie was pretty interesting to me, because as Hebrew Israelites, we're already doing that, and we don't even notice what we're doing because we have so much infighting, and it hinders us. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have infighting, you're not able to see the forest because you're looking at the trees. So what I want to say is, in the movie, it was saying, when you're growing a church, grow a military as well. That's this difference between Black Wall Street and the different cities that were around when Eisenhower built the highways through black neighborhoods. That was the difference. We didn't build an army. And with all the people that are supporting Kaepernick that don't know that they're Israelites, or they believe that they're Pan-Africanists, or they believe that they're Muslims, or whatever the case may be, that's one of the things that we're doing. We have a church. We definitely have a military force. We just don't have weapons. We don't really need weapons. What we need is a way to bring our resources together in one place and build a place where it's a safe haven for us as Israelites. And I feel like the reason the Lord has so many Israelites that are not part of camps, that are watching the camps do what they do and detest it and don't find it as part of the Most High, but it is. You need that right now, so that the enemy does not see you coming. You understand that? They don't see you coming for the sheer fact that you don't get along. But in your respective camps, they're growing in their respective order of how the Most High wants them to be of part of the body. So you have the military force. I'm not going to say which camps they are. If you are aware of how the camps operate, you would understand which ones are the military force. The church, the prophecies and the historical factors that play within our dynamic, which churches those are if you pay attention. The spiritual groups, you know who they are if you're paying attention. These are things that we have that we're not utilizing as Israelites, as camps, as groups, that's coming forth out of the dust, out of the ground. We're building spirituality. We're building commerce amongst the churches, where brothers and sisters are able to build businesses based off of their camps, because they're able to sell whatever it is, whatever they grow, and they're able to get different health tips from different herbalists that are coming to the camps and telling us what they have that can save us from cancer, AIDS, diabetes, whatever case it may be. We have these things within, but we're not utilizing them as one yet. And when we start to do that, that's when you would start to realize the difference in the Most High and in the rest of the world. And the one of the reasons Christ came was to show the world that we as Israelites are superiorly different than those that are gods of destruction, gods of the flesh. If you don't know what the flesh is, go read about it. Go read it. They're the gods of it, the gods of war, the god of mischief, the god of fear, the god of hate, the god of lust, the god of babbling, the god of whatever fleshly thing that you do. Because if you're spiritual, you don't care about materialistic things, because you understand that everything in the material is fleeting anyway. It's not anything that can be taken to another world or another place or a place of peace. It's only something that we have to deal with at this time because of the circumstances that we were put in. That is the difference between being spiritual and being fleshly. See, they always have this saying, "Oh, I thought you were spiritual," when they just talking about somebody that thinks there's a God but doesn't subscribe to any religion. But a spiritual person doesn't concern themselves with materialistic things, cars, homes, what type of food they're wearing, what type of clothes they're wearing, the fashion of shoes, the sheer ridiculousness of these things. You know, putting a price on water, trying to make money off of people through water, trying to make money off of people that need things to survive. You understand? It should be a barter system when it comes to food, because everybody needs it. It shouldn't be you work for paper money to eat. It should be you are able to grow whatever you want. Grow, raise, or manage whatever food you can, from grapes to fruits to vegetables to grazing animals. You know, we should be able to do that without needing money, and barter with those that have different things in the different world and different parts of the world, you know. But once again, we are hindered by time, because our time is overran or overcame by trying to get money to pay for the things that you need to get money. So you need to pay for your car, you need to pay for the home you live in so you can sleep, or if you have children so that they can live there. You have to pay for food, so you have to pay for gas to get your car to the job so that you can have a place to live. Then we don't go on vacations. There's no time of rest, no time of reflection of your day, no time to reflect on your reflection of the day. So these are things that is happening to us that take up all of our time instead of worrying about the real things. You understand? The real things is, how do I get everybody to eat? How do I stop crime? How do I stop diseases? How do I make the internet better? How do I, these things we can use for good, but right now they're used for so much evil. So much evil. And Israel coming together and utilizing these things in their own places, where we come together and we buy Tesla batteries, we buy solar panels, we buy Tesla cars, we get off the grid to the point where nobody can tell us anything, because we already said, you know what, we're going to be superiorly advanced in the things that is already available. It's already available. You're able to harvest water in your own homes through the biodegradable waste, through fruits and nuts and things like that you put in the trash and they create water for you. We're able to do these things, but we take the time to argue over scripture when the scripture is just the law. That's just the beginning. The scripture is just the law. So how can you argue about the law when it isn't the law the law? If it says not to run the red light, how can you argue it means not to run the red light 3 seconds after or before? These are things that we argue about. Did Samson have dreads or did he have braids? Does that matter? At this point in captivity, does that really matter? Then we call each other out of names. So now we have to worry. This is what we have to worry about. Things that doesn't matter. So what I want to say is, Israel, we're already on a good path. We're already doing what we have to do. We already see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's about bringing it together and making it something worthwhile. Now the scripture says, seek ye the kingdom. And don't worry about what you're going to eat, because all the other kingdoms already go after those things. So what does that mean? All that stuff is already going to be added to us once we get there. Once we build what everybody's looking for. A place of haven. I'm Furious Black. Follow me.